Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is your country boy Zorn here, and just wanted to say, I'm back! I finally found time for some reason to play Dream Daddy again. Probably old news at this point, but who cares? I wanted to finish it because I hate leaving things unfinished. I need to get back into Farming Simulator and all that shit, but you know, this one I know I can knock out. The problem is I just need time. So, we're back into Dream Daddy, where we left off with Zorn Newman and his daughter Amanda, as we all know. But, yeah, you probably know the whole story by now with, you know, all that. I don't. I actually stopped watching the videos, so let's just continue where we left off. I'm feeling a little sluggish, and coffee seems like the more responsible option than just taking a nap. Not for me, really, actually. I ended up taking a nap in this chair a little bit earlier because I was so dead tired. I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep right now, so... Hey, I'm dead. I am proud of you. I don't even remember the voice I gave her, so this will be interesting. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I am proud of you. I can't go this high. Wait, just give me this voice. Probably annoying. We walked down the street to the Coffee Spoon, a cute little place on the corner. Man, this is such a convenient walk distance from our place. Walking distance, you dumbass, man. I mean, I guess. I don't like coffee, so it don't matter. What's wrong? Why would I go somewhere else and drink coffee on a couch when I could just drink better coffee at home on my own couch? I don't have a coffee maker, that's why. And not have to make awkward eye contact with other people. At least when I'm home, some random guy isn't coming up and sit on the recliner next to me. And that one might be it. At least when I'm home, some random guy isn't gonna come up and sit on the recliner next to me, and I won't feel like a little weird about it because technically he's not sitting at my table, but he's very much within my personal zone. Gotta keep out of that bubble. Dad. And what's the etiquette when you have a dirty mug? Is there a bin? Do you go sit up on the counter because you don't know where else to put it? Or do you leave it there and feel your flush hot with the shame as you consider the possibility there is in fact a bin somewhere just out of sight. Now you think you're that jerk who left their mug. Also, I apologize. 4 hours of sleep, trying to talk fast, not good.
Ugh.
Dad, are you just afraid to meet new people? Yes, extremely. Yes, Amanda. We walk inside.
Oh.
The inside of the coffee shop is incredibly warm and inviting. Vinyl records line the walls, and patrons lounge around on well-worn-in couches. Some cool tunes spin on a record player next to a little stage.
Hey, yeah.
Welcome to Coffee Spoon. How's it going? What's with the name? Oh, it's kind of dumb.
Oh.
It gets mentioned in this poem I like, and I thought it would be a real good idea at the time, and I suppose it's still a good idea because, like, the business is still running. But people ask me that question all the time, and I give them this same answer almost every time. And now I'm standing here rambling, and I'm not sure we're all getting more... But people ask me that question all the time, and I give them the same answer every time, and now I'm standing here rambling, and I'm sure we're all more and more uncomfortable the more I keep talking, but man, we're in it now, and I can't stop.
Hey.
Awkward silence. So what'll it be? I scan the chalkboard menu and am immediately overwhelmed. I'll have a, Godspeed you, black coffee, iced Tegan and Sarah, chai Antwoord. You know what they say, once you go black, you never go back, especially with coffee. Classic. I don't get it. Oh, it's a pun. Godspeed you. Black Emperor is a really amazing and influential progressive rock band known for their sweeping sounds and...
Hey.
I'm doing the thing again.
Oh.
But coming right up. And for you? I'll have a macchiato de Marco, please.
Oh.
Coming right up. Do you want that in a small, medium, or biggie smalls? Going on a story, I once actually met a guy in Ireland that had a tattoo on his arm right here with with Biggie Smalls. It was actually his face. I was just like, okay then. Back to the story anyway. Medium? Wait, is Biggie Smalls big or small? I should change that, shouldn't I? Matt sets to making our drinks and Amanda and I take a seat on one of the couches. What's his deal? Let the man make his puns. They're cooler bands than you ever listened to, anyway. Hey! Hey! Ska was cool once. Never listened to ska. This couch is actually pretty comfy. Maybe not comfier than our own couch, but it's alright. Good lumbar support. You sink right into it. Okay, it is comfier than our couch. Amanda nudges me. This place is right next to our house, and that guy seems not only cool, but also just as uncomfortable with talking to others as you are. So how the hell's he running a business? You should totally be friends with him. I don't know. Come on, what did we say about meeting new people? I can't meet new people if I always stay inside, and also don't go outside, and also don't talk to people.
Ah.
Very true. See, we're making progress. Matt sets our drinks down at our table, and I immediately burn the roof of my mouth. Good one. Hi, we're new in the neighborhood. I'm Amanda, and this is my dad, Zorn.
Hey.
Oh, right on. Pleased to meet you both.
Hey, yeah.
You ought to come by when my daughter's hanging around the shop. You two might get along. Also, I don't know if I even gave him an accent, but you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm sure we'll come in from time to time. No, I hate coffee. Amanda kicks my leg under the table. I'm sure we'll be in here a lot.
Hey.
Yeah, especially if I gotta haul her around. You know what? Let me get your opinion on something. Matt goes into the back and comes up with a fresh plate of something that smells amazing. I'm working on a new banana bread recipe, and I need your help coming up with a name for it. Well, I think we're gonna have to taste it first so we can get the full flavor profile of, you know, and really appreciate the flavor sensations of. Amanda nods vigorously. She knows this game. Yeah, we need to give the Nana bread a taste if you want us to do free creative labor. I think that would be commensurated with commensurated. Oh my god, I cannot talk. With I've taught her well. We have trained for this day. I was just gonna give you free banana bread anyway. Right, yes. That. Matt serves us each a piece. Amanda and I happily chow down.
Hey!
This is amazing!
Oh.
Thanks. The secret ingredient is bananas. So any ideas? I'm stumped. Well, I think I might only be able to give you band puns, but I'll give it a shot. Banana bread. Kennedy's Grateful Banana Bread. Right said banana bread. Well, that's a Grateful Dead. I should probably know these two, but I don't. But you know what? Like the jam rock band fronted by Jerry Garcia, that actually has a nice ring to it. Really?
Hey.
Yeah, Grateful Banana Bread. Strong decision. That's art, baby. Oh yeah.
Hey.
I think I might have an accent for him now. I wanted to say, baby, because I thought it would sound cool, but once I said it, I realized that that is just not gonna sound good coming out of my mouth, and maybe I should just leave baby to the professionals.
Hey.
I gave him the Horn Sloan kind of approach.
Oh.
Enjoy your coffee. Thanks, baby.
Hey.
See? It sounds good when you say it. And I did that. Across the way, a man catches my eye. He sits by himself brooding over a cup of coffee. Our eyes meet just for a moment. I don't know this man. I hastily look away, hoping he didn't catch me staring. Who is that? We finish up our drinks and head out.
Hey.
Thanks for stopping in. Thank you, Wolf. You popped in. Take care. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to give accents anymore. I think I'm just going to read the story, unfortunately. I know Brian I gave country, so we'll go with that one. But yeah, we'll see what I can do. We just had a coffee. Oh, and also I need a nap, apparently. Really do. Working is hard. Have you ever known me to play by the rules? Your father's a rebel, sweetie. Now all aboard the train to Sleepy Time Junction. Have they been listening to my friend Liz? Like seriously, that's her line. As we're walking home, I hear heavy footsteps coming up behind us. Zorn, bro!
Nice.
I turn around and am greeted by a familiar face jogging up to us. Okay, I got his accent. Craig?
Oh.
Bro! Bro?
Oh.
Holy wow, I haven't seen Craig in forever.
Oh.
It's been too long, dude! Yeah, wow. You look great, man.
Hey.
Like, seriously. The hell? Yeah, I cleaned up my... I cleaned up my act, bro. Cleaned up his act? Are you kidding me? He's ripped! One might even say shredded. Amanda, this is my friend Craig. We went to college together. Wait, I did? I never met a Craig in college. We were roommates for a while, too. Amanda, dude, you probably don't remember me, but you're so big now.
Huh.
Hello, and hello, cute baby. Aw, thank you. The last time I saw you, I think you were about her size. This is River. Say hi, River. He picks up her tiny wrists and waves it around. River gurgles happily. Are you babysitting?
Oh.
Nah, dude. River's my kid. Dun, dun, dun. Man, it has been a long time. Feels like one time we're rolling up to exams with bad hangovers and next we're both fathers. Where have you been, man?
Nice.
I was working out in California and just relocated the business back to Maple Bay. You know, jogging and stuff. Personal fitness trainer. No kidding. Amanda and I just moved to this side of town. How's Smashley doing?
Oh.
I mean Ashley. Ashley is her name.
I don't know.
She, bro, she still goes by Smashley, and, we got divorced last year, dude. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. It's old news. We take turns taking care of River and the twins. It's all copacetic, man. Yeah. Twins? You got 3 kids? Ain't life something, bro? Right? Keg saying Craig is a father. Of 3! Jesus Christ. Keg stand Craig? Oh. It was my old college nickname, dude. Little dudette. He got it because he did a lot of keg stands.
Oh.
It's that thing where you do a handstand on a keg and then drink from the keg, you know what I'm saying?
Huh.
Right. He was very good at it. Ah, bro, I hate to be that guy, but I'm in the middle of my daily jog, and I really got to keep up my heart rate. But real long for, you know, resistance training, aka I gotta have weights. Gotta live, bro. You jog daily? Man, I jog yearly. Have you seen this bod? On January 1st, when I promised myself that I'm gonna jog for the rest of the year, but give it up 30 minutes and just walk home. Yeah, if you had my work, you would too. Well, it's never too late to get back into it, dude. You should join me sometime. Ha! I don't know.
Hey.
Come on, it'll be fun, dude. We can grab breakfast afterwards, catch up. We can do a bro brunch like we used to do in the good old days. Alright, sure. Sounds great.
Oh.
Great. Let's get that going soon. I better get moving. Good to see you guys. Craig gives a little wave, puts his earbuds back in, and jogs off. I can't believe Craig is ripped and has kids. Oh my god. Why is that? The Craig I knew is not fit to be responsible for any living thing, including and especially himself. One time I watched him drink an entire jar of marinara sauce for dinner. mean, I've licked a whole thing of ketchup before, but that was something else. Amanda, he opened up a new jar of marinara sauce, and then he drank it like it was a thing that normal people do. It was unholy. And then I asked him what the hell he was doing, and he said, and I quote, "It's basically a smoothie, bro." I mean, technically, he's not wrong. He's jog. He's jog. He jogs. He was jogging. He's like a totally different person. Anyway, we better get home. I'll have plenty of time to reflect on how old I'm feeling later. Like, seriously, I'm feeling like 30 right now with the way I'm reading. Amanda and I flop down on the couch. Amanda has to shove some empty boxes out of the way before she can sit. Too bad we're going to put my stuff right back into these boxes in a few months. No, don't say that, honey. Aw, Dad. It's going to be okay. I'll be fine. My hair. God. I know. It's just, you're my little girl. It's going to be weird not having you around. I'll come visit, and I'll text you every day, and I'll take lots of pictures. I'm a picture major. I mean, obviously I'm a photography major. See? You promise? Of course! You're gonna be... Oh, are you gonna be okay by your lonesome? Oh, come on, I'll be fine. I get a dog or something.
Yes.
A dog?
All right.
Forget about art school. I'll stay for the dog. Is that what it's gonna take? Medium-sized dog. Handkerchief around the neck. I get to name it. That's what it'll cost for me to give up on my dreams. I'm a woman of simple wants and needs. That's it. Well, dog is a lot cheaper than college. Come on, hair. Yeah, haircut. Amanda laughs. Suddenly, a pile of envelopes slide through the mail slot. Speaking of college, Amanda darts over the envelopes and shuffles through them. She pulls out one and throws the rest back on the floor. This is from McGowan College of Art Design. Open it! Come on, man. But I'm scared. It's just an envelope. Yeah, it's just like my entire future. Not a big deal. She takes a deep breath and rips open the letter with her teeth. We have a letter opener, but okay. I hold my breath while Amanda's eyes dart back and forth, scanning the letter. What's it say? The admissions committee has reviewed your application, blah, blah, blah. Her face drops. Regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to McGowan College of Art and Design. Damn. Amanda throws the letter on the coffee table. Oh, sweetie. It's okay. I kind of saw it coming. I knew I shouldn't have put the experimental stuff in my portfolio. Their admissions officer told me they just wanted to see portraits or whatever. I pull Amanda in for a big hug. You're an amazing photographer. I know how much you work to put in your portfolio. Some other school is going to want to snatch you up for sure. Yeah, I know. It's fine. Are you actually fine, or are you just saying that? I'm fine. Really. Her face is the opposite, but I probably shouldn't push her on this. Oh! And before I forget, Emma R. and Emma P. are sleeping over tonight. So? Oh, crap. You need me out of the way because I'm painfully uncool. Ain't that the truth? I would appreciate more delicate phrasing, but yes, get your ass out. Well, I have you know I have conveniently already had plans for tonight. So you'll have the new place to yourself. Yeah? What are your plans? Quick, think of plans. I am sickly mayor of this town. Gotta attend that union meeting. I'm going clubbing. Tough choices. One has to wonder. Well, I have been clubbing before. Gotta attend a union meeting. I am secretly mayor of this town. I'm going clubbing. I'm gonna put on a nice outfit and gonna go tear up the dance floor. All the hottest dance moves. the lawnmower, the sprinkler, the running man. You know, all the ones the kids these days are doing. All right, but I'm not going to pick you up if you pull anything this time. Not again. I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to go to bed. Go ahead and watch the game. Shit, I just lost the game. I like sports. Nice. Which game? You know, the game. The one that's on tonight. The game on TV at somewhere other than here. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Huh.
Okay, cool. While you do that, I'm gonna go do drugs and commit some light arson with the Emma. That's my girl. I'm concerned you're hanging with the wrong crowd. Yeah, just a little bit. Amanda shrugs. I would have expected you guys to be up to the white collar crime by this point. Maybe money laundering at the least.
Nah.
I'm a street rat, Paps. You're kidding about doing drugs and crime, right? Yes, Dad. Just making sure. I give her a pat on the head. Have fun with your sports. You know, because I'm just wearing the jersey and all. Are you being sarcastic?
Ugh.
No. Making fun of sports is played out.
Eh?
That pun. Alright then. I do some light cleaning around the house and decide to clean out right before... I do some light cleaning around the house and decide to clear out right before Amanda's friends arrive. Before I leave, Amanda stops me. Hey, don't forget you have a meeting with my English teacher tomorrow. Oh, right, Mr. Vega. Yup, totally remembered. I'll be there. Feeling fresh so fine. Gotta go watch that game, you know? Wow, I guess I really didn't think about this plan, though. I'm not entirely sure where the closest bar is, and Amanda still hasn't shown me how to use the GPS on my phone. Am I really that old? Come on. So I'm just gonna pick a direction and walk in it. Let's go. This way. Okay, cool. We're marching in the direction of the game. Any game, really. We've already lost it, so... In the distance, could it be? Hey! Tim and Kim's. Or Jim and Kim's? I don't know. Can't read. A big, burned-out neon sign hangs over a tiny dive bar. Jim and Kim's. Oh, it is. Alright, it'll do. The bar is small and dimly lit. The crack of pool ball sounds in the back as patrons laugh and joke. A string of multicolored Christmas lights hover over the bartender. I can't tell if he's Jim or Kim. I'll pull up a seat at the bar. What'll it be? 1 beer, please. Sure thing, boss. The bartender slides me an ice-cold beer. I take a sip and enjoy the refreshing taste. Say, are you Jim or Kim? I'm Neil. Oh. I artfully turn my attention to the game, which is being played on one of the TVs on the wall. As luck would have it, my team of preference is not only playing, but is currently in the lead. Fuck yeah! Which is always a good thing. Also, that TV in the back there. How old is this bar? I've seen dive bars with better TVs than that. Jesus Christ. The bright colored mascots, which... Oh my God. The brightly colored mascots, which is some kind of animal, does cartwheels, and I silently cheer on my favorite team, hoping that I don't get into any confrontational arguments with fans of the opposing team. Several people in this bar are wearing the distinct colors of the team I dislike, although I believe from their demeanor that, like me, the passion for their team is all in good fun. A middle-aged woman holding a nearly empty wine glass sidles up to me at the bar and sits uncomfortably close to me. What's she doing here? Hey, sailor. Oh, hello. Good to see some fresh meat in here. I'm Mary. Come here often. Oh, no, actually, I just moved into this part-time today. I'm Zorn, by the way. I don't know how to talk to women. Are you watching the game? Yeah, my preferred team is in the lead. If they keep this up, they'll win the game with ease.
Hey.
Oh, I love that team. And I also love that game. I love someone who knows their way around balls. Oh, honey, you have no idea. I'm getting the impression she's a little drunk.
Ah.
Buy a gallon drink. Well, I've said in this canon that I am gay, so, you know, technically I wouldn't buy a drink, but, you know, also, you don't really want to turn a lady down because that gentlemanly... Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, can't you take it right to it if you always let him go? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I almost reluctantly signal the bartender over and order Mary another glass of wine. Neil jokes back and forth. They are clearly friends, and this clearly isn't her first time doing this. She tips her glass at me. Suppose I gotta keep you company now.
Hey.
So what do you want to know? What's your deal? What do you think about the game? What's the latest gossip around here? Well, I might as well just straight to the
Ah.
point. Okay. Me? I'm a ghost, Zorn. I haunt the hallowed halls of Jim and Kim's, waiting for my beloved to return from sea. Really? No. Homegirl just loves to drink. So what else can you tell me about this part of town?
Hey.
It's quiet, that's for sure. If you want an idyllic little life with a white picket fence, this is the place to do it. But every town has its secrets, you know. She takes a sip of her drink, and that is a little too ominous for my taste. She leans in a little closer.
Hey.
Would you like to learn some of my secrets? Oh boy! Maybe some other time.
Ugh.
Suit yourself, sailor. Fuck off. Mary saunters off, setting her sights on the newest patron to enter. I ain't touching that. I happily watch the game over another beer. The game has gotten close in terms of points. A little too close for what I'm comfortable with. After a particularly skilled player scores a number of points for their team, putting them in the lead, I hear an affirmative grunt from another man at the bar. Goatee. It's the brooding man from the Coffee Spoon. He sits alone, sipping whiskey and watching the game as well. Enjoying the game? I am now that we're winning. Oh, we must be rooting for different teams. In my opinion, my team is far superior. I have to disagree with that. Based upon our win-loss record, I'd say that my team is superior. That's where you're wrong, since as it stands right now, my team is beating yours. This conversation ends there and we both go back to silently rooting for our respective teams. The game is close, with both sides playing their hardest to win, but in the end, my team prevails, as they always do. Quiet cheers ripple through the bar. I raise a respectful glass to the man drinking whiskey. He raises his in response. An unspoken truce is formed between us as we pass on mutual love for the game. He motions the bartender, then pours 2 glasses of whiskey. The man sidles over to me. The name's Robert. Thanks, I'm Zorn. I'm sorry if I play with my headphones. I apologize again. I really need to get a new mic. I'm working on it, just saving up the money. So eventually I will have it, and I'm looking so forward to it. And eventually, it won't blow it out and have to turn myself down that much, I hope. But for right now, got to put up with what I got. So eventually I will get there. You must be new here. Mary already hit on you? Yeah, not into it. Not at all. Robert chuckles. She's a peach. Well, you picked the best bar in town. As slimy as it is, you'll never find a better spot than Jim and Kim's. Is there actually a Jim and Kim that run this place?
Hey.
No, that'd be Neil. Neil waves from across the bar. Hi.
Oh.
Good guy, Neil. Not enough Neils in this world. You haven't watched Camp, have you? Okay. You a whiskey fellow or a beer fellow? Beer, but I'll drink most anything. Yeah, no kidding. You like shots? I like shots. I love shots. Oh, shots fired. I don't like them. I love shots. Thank God. Robert nods to Neil, who stirs up 2 shots of whiskey. He hands one to me.
Huh.
Here's to your health. We take the shots. The whiskey burns going down. Prop comedy. By the way, that is real actual whiskey that I just poured. I'm just that much of an alcoholic that didn't hurt at all. It burns, don't get me wrong, and it's cinnamony, but I got a problem. All right, back to where I was. We take the shots. The whiskey burns going down, but I tried my hardest to look tough.
Hey.
I think I did a pretty good job. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, Zorn, this guy is out of my friendly, but I think I played my cards right. We'll be pals in no time. Complimented him on his cool leather jacket, compliment him on his rugged good looks, compliment his hand tattoo. I go good looks. Your face is good. Thanks. Wait, I think this is what flirting is. Man, this guy's mysterious and cool and dead sexy. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round. What are you doing here tonight? Well, tell him the truth. Not like forever, but she's having a sleepover with her friends. Family type, huh? Single dad.
Oh?
He gets up. Be right back. Got a powder in my nose. Never seen Robert this Hold on, I need Neil voice. Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. I guess so. I gotta admit, this Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. I mean, I'm looking pretty dapper, you know? Doing good. Robert comes back to the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket. I'm gonna go home. You heading my way? I think I am. Robert and I leave the bar and we find ourselves walking in the same direction. I live in the cul-de-sac down, by the way. Does everybody live there? Like, seriously, everybody I met lived there, for crying out loud. And they're all single dads. I got a problem. Me too. Just finished unpacking today. Great place to be. Good neighbors. Well, some of them. Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop and he turns to me. I don't kiss and tell, Zorn. So are we doing this or what? What? You know, do you want to come inside or not? A wave of realization rushes over me. I blush. Okay, so now the question is, do I choose to go with it, have a good time, smile and nod, or no thank you? You know, I said in the beginning, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with a lot of things. Lay it on smooth. Well, I don't see why not. That sounded smoother in my head. Let's do it. I follow him up to his door. He fumbles with his keys for a second and unlocks the door, leading me inside. The moment the door closes behind us, he pushes me against the wall and kisses me, grabbing my hips. Hey-o. Come on. Robert takes my hand and leads me up the stairs into what I'm assuming is his bedroom. But it's so dark I can't see anything but Robert's intense expression. He kisses me again. I can hear him shucking off his jacket. I clumsily take off mine too. His hands rub down my chest and he's suddenly tugging at my belt. Hey-o. I, don't normally do this. Do you want to stop? No. No, I don't. Good. Robert continues to unbuckle my pants and guides me to the bed. Let's have some fun. Bow chicka wow wow. Sunlight streams through the bed between the slats of the blinds. My head is pounding. I really overdid it last night. Wait a minute. This isn't my old house or my new house. Aw, shit. Oh, right. I look around for Robert but find myself alone. Eep. Hello? There's a clatter from the bathroom and the door opens. Robert is fully dressed and grabs his keys. That was fun. Yeah, it was. You should go. That's certainly not what I was expecting. Well, talk to you later? Robert cracks a smile. Sure. Your clothes are over there. I hastily get dressed and show myself out. The sun is unbearably bright and I need to lie down. I start to make my way back home when suddenly I remember... Oh, shit, man. Amanda! Oh, man, I got the achievement Bad Dad. I rush back home and throw open the door. Something smells delicious. Amanda?
Oh.
Amanda runs out to the kitchen and looks slightly disappointed. Aw, man, I was kind of hoping you had gotten kidnapped and I was going to have to come rescue you. No, I, made a friend last night at the bar and we ended up sleeping over at his place. Where are the Emmas?
Oh.
They left a little while ago. Oh, you guys have fun? Yeah! Watched some movies, ate snacks, stole a car. You know, the usual sleepover stuff. Stole a car. You teens and your larceny. So, this breakfast that's cooking, what's that all about? Well, there's hash browns and eggs and bacon. I know how much you like bacon. Can I?
Ugh.
Yes, you can have some breakfast. Bless you, sweet child. Bless you. Bless you, honey. My head throbs. Ugh, I gotta do something about this hangover. Amanda, your loving father might have overdone it last night. Oh, somebody's hungover. Father of the year. You wouldn't have any aspirin or anything. I've got just the thing. Hang on.
Huh.
Amanda runs over to the fridge and pulls out a jar of pickles. Amanda, what?
Yeah.
Drink this. The pickle juice?
What?
Yep. This is what I used once, assuming someone would use... I would also assume that it works pretty well. Although I've never tried it before and wouldn't try it, obviously. Oh, who raised you? Amanda Ann, giving her a stern yet redesigned side-eye. I give her a stern yet redesigned side-eye.
Eh?
I eye her suspiciously. I eye the jar of pickles even more suspiciously. This better work. I down a sip of the tart juice. No, no, no. More than that. Way more than that. I mean, I assume. Watch it, you. I drink more pickle juice and help myself to the delicious breakfast that Amanda has graciously allowed me to partake in. After inhaling some hash browns and dunking several pieces of bacon into runny egg yolk, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Oh, God. Whew. Amanda grabs her backpack and keeps. Well, I gotta get to class. Don't forget you're meeting Mr. Vega, okay? He said it was something important. Love ya. I'll be there. Knock him dead, kiddo.
Nah.
Always do. We do our secret handshake and she's off. I get a little work done at home before I glance at my watch and see it's almost time for the meeting. I hop in the shower, change clothes, and head on my way, still a little hungover. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and I'm feeling pretty haggard. But hopefully no one notices. It sounds like my life. Uh-oh. I check my watch and am relieved to see I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? Shit. I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks at me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Come on, kid. I'm late for a meeting. Mr. who? Mr. Vega. I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Alright, wise guy. Are you gonna help me or not? Fine. Up those stairs and to the left. You can't miss him. I head upstairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent Garrodway is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker.
Oh.
Loosen! Don't you have third period to get to? Fine, Mr. Vega. Wow! Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool, bro.
Hmm.
You must be Zorn. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back?
Oh.
Why do I go southern? Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small student desks in the back. I might get stuck in this.
Oh.
All right, where were we? Now, can you tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catch a Rat? Or Catch a Rat? No, Catcher of the Rye. God damn it. Yes, Colin. Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his arm and to the crook of his elbow to make the fart noise.
Oh.
The whole class erupts in laughter.
Oh.
All right. Everybody, very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings and all the students immediately get up and make a break for the door.
Sweet Manchego.
Sweet Manchego. Remember to do the reading and answer the response to the questions on page 194 of your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both, you know. Budget cuts. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Really though, she's falling behind, she's not completing her assignments, and to be frank, has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk us up to senioritis, but suddenly I have given him a British accent. We'll go with it. This is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It even crossed my mind that there might be something wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved. She's fine. She has a tendency to bottle things up. I'm gonna assume it's just because we moved. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited than I was. See, if you talk to her about it, I know she values you a great deal, and would appreciate your guidance if she keeps heading down this road. I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on a scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure I talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo.
Oh.
Anytime. I'm aware I stopped thinking for a moment. I turned to Hugo. Hey, Hugo.
Oh.
Yes? They ever catch that rye?
Oh.
Yes. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda has been able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force of positivity in my life, especially after I lost her father. God, I miss him. I'm sorry. You caught me a moment of weakness. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she's going to appreciate a ride home. And maybe I could talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool. Amanda hops in the passenger seat. Did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually gossip about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Belletti the whole time. Oh. It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. We can make something at home. Let's go to the mall food court. You know, I'm feeling the need for grease. Does that sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Geez, can't a dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay, because that's something that kids do. And that's okay, but also it's good to have the parents' perspective because, you know, maybe parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Yeah, I'm not doing this well. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's good to share. Love ya. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweet, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. Just... I want you to know you can talk to me about anything.
Oh.
Uh-huh. I can tell from whatever it is she doesn't want me to know about it. That's frustrating. I heard MSR... I heard MR is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? It's, I don't think you get it. Okay. Who are you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No! Dad! I can't believe you would... Dad! I mean, jeez! Why would you... Gross! Sorry, just asking. Also, you're a high schooler. And you're going to college next year? Honey, you are going to learn things real quick. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation's over. To the mall, then. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop the mall security guard from yelling at a bunch of group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. I have the need for grease.
All right.
Hell yeah! Language, Missy. Heck yeah? Better. I'll let you say hell, in all honesty. We approach the food court and evaluate our option. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menu. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or do you want me to interject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I like cheese, in all honesty. I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hands with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant plate of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from an unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in.
Whoa.
These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of the nachos. Good nachos. And the nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Like, seriously, really, can you? Sigh. Which meme? All the memes, please. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. Like Harambe. We'll get with that. So the problem is that the time the meme gets to you, Dad, all us youths have already done the joke to Dad. Like Harambe. And what's worse than that is the movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on the meme train, and just based on how long it takes them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it and isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? Want to go to that goth store?
Hmm?
What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as an anti-establishment despite being the exact representation of the establishment? I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and is basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and the 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one.
Yes.
Amanda runs in the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back.
Yeah.
There it is! You can see the outline, kinda. I'm so... proud? Speech! Amanda.
Alright.
Speech! 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 Alright, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. As I've been doing this whole thing. Excuse me one second. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate the historic moment that forever shaped history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Newman had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead Goth and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over the display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you.
Eh?
Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first and faster and faster. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patients turn their head. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head.
Hey.
Oh hey, chain wallets! Squirrel! While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest for myself. Not much for a dad to look to in Dead Goth and Beyond. Peruse the band t-shirts, look at ironic mugs. I check the clearance bin for hot deals. Well, I don't drink coffee. I like t-shirts. But I'm not a cheap ass. I'm gonna go look at band t-shirts. I barely know any of these bands. I barely know any of these bands. Cannibal Bone Party doesn't seem like the music I enjoy. But they must really be happy with the retail outlet is carrying their merchandise. I hope their parents are really proud of them. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier in pink hair. Okay, now... I can see that. Do you know... I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, I bought this online. The website said this blouse was Victorian-inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwin Dressage. Do you want a coupon? Oh, whoops. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave me alone if you give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People must know what they are buying. I am the manager, dude. Like, seriously, leave me alone. I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly lettered word by post. Too sweet. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they're Victorian-inspired or Edwardian by nature. Amanda trots into me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Dadtron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the t-shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes. Oh, hers? Whoops. Wrong voice. I'm worried she'll pull... I'm so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's upset with Victorian fashion or whatever. I honestly don't give a shit. She hands Amanda her bag and it's clear the conversation is over. We'll make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch trying to figure out something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh, cool! Longhaul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on! The fuck is that title? Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yes! They must have made it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. You know, as someone who plays Trucking Simulator, that's kind of funny. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no! The ghost done got control of the truck! I can't steer these goddamn ice roads! Let me use this EVP man to try and communicate with spirits. Flint, we're about to die! I almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like they're saying, "You're gonna die." That's because we're about to die, yeet! This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after the disastrous ice road trucking accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep, because I sure as hell didn't have one the night before. Trust no one, including me. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. Like, please, seriously. You have never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. Oh, roles are reversed there. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put something together on a few shelves and one desk. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be a bookcase.
Huh.
So are you excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skill. If there's food, I'm excited. Yeah. I'll see this as a learning opportunity. If I can snake some hot grilled tips, I think I can consider it a success. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope nobody talks to me. Like usual. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We'll get that butterfly to emerge from that cocoon. That social butterfly. You got a long way to go, honey. Well, we better get ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
Whoa!
What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going to be early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie platter. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. Speaking of which, I got a grill tonight. Sounds like good. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on the table next to 2 other veggie plates. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome. I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce my family, kids. Come over here. This is Chris, my eldest.
Oh.
Hi. This is Kristen and Christine. They're twins.
Huh?
They stare creepily and say nothing.
We are going to kill you. Yes, we are.
Eh?
Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no, it's a woman from the bar the other night. What's she doing here? Oh, how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart. Did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment to regain his composure. Mary, this is our neighbor Zorn and his daughter Amanda. I'm going to kill you, you bitch. I shake her hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to attend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Finally remembered her voice, Jesus Christ. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows what Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. And then there's a whole convolution of knowing. It takes all my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two do enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try to find some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends.
Aww.
Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go to college? But I don't want to have to do that pleasantries! No! Dad! Oh, they're going to talk about the weather. I don't want to. Go. Do it. Make friends. But how can I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. Yeah, after I already ditched her for a one-night stand. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Oh, dang. Robert's here. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who's throwing a fit in Dead Gotham Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. Oh, wait a second. All these people live in the cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I gotta investigate this shit. Oh, who do I talk to? Joseph, Matt, Hugo, Craig, Robert, or Brian? Oh, let's talk to Robert and Brian. I walk over to Robert and Brian who are chatting over drinks. Determined not to be weird about what happened last night, I hope Robert feels the same. Hey, guys. Zorn! How the heck are you? Sitting in the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room all in order last night. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got that 50 in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Zorn, have you met Robert yet? Yes, I believe we met. Briefly.
Oh.
Hey. Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Robert robotically extends a hand. I shake it as it stares into his unblinking eyes. Oh god, what does this mean? How's it going? It's good. Robert focuses on the whiskey he's holding. He takes a long sip. Great, look at my friends becoming friends. Us dads gotta stick together, you know. Us dads? Robert has a kid? Oh, I didn't know you had kids. Robert continues to stare at me. Jesus, does this guy ever blink? Yep. Cool, that's cool. We stand in an incredibly uncomfortable silence moments until... We gotta get off this haunted truck! Oh no, the ghost locked the doors! Daisy and Amanda run over to us, thank God.
Yes.
Quick, hit the emergency escape button! But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons! Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of this truck.
Oh.
The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook. Wait a second, are you guys playing Longhaul Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah. Amanda and I love that show. It's the best. Especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending that spirit after him. Yeah. That is quality reality television. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're going to make us a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find some kindling for the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend.
All right.
Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. I turn my attention back to the conversation, but wait, where did Robert go? I skim the party and finally find him in a corner talking to Mary. Does he not want to talk to me? Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I snap out of my Robert-induced haze. I guess Amanda just has that way with kids.
Ah.
That's kind of amazing. Daisy really doesn't get along with kids her age. It's kind of nice he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Kids, right? Yeah, I love them. You're required to by law.
Oh.
Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Hey.
Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet with some of the other fellas. Oh boy, man, Robert didn't go what I thought it was gonna go. I thought he was gonna be okay. Maybe it's just a one-night stand guy. Who knows? Talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Talk to Joseph and Damien. Let's go, Joseph and Damien. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Gotham Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to him. So I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter, and it provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood. And it complements the crimson interior perfectly.
Yeah.
It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I am very proud of my abode. Zorn! I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design choices. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you at Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior that day. You see, I take the ghost style very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was proudly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it is no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the ghost lifestyle? I think it for a second. I look over Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood.
Oh my.
Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself a goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any specific label, but I guess I had to choose. I would describe myself as a twee hipster with some leanings. Bats are cool, though. A pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's really nice to be in the cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Except for the one guy I had a one-night stand with. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like Last Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch, at your service. Damien finishes his sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. You better not be pulling any of that vampire shit on my daughter, you bitch. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph Twins' kid appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Whoa!
Hey! Won't you come and play with us? Come play with us. Forever. Guys, no. Guys, enough with the creepy twin stick. We talked about this. Christine and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got it from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine.
Oh my god.
I think I might have taped over the veggies. I think I might have taped over the Veggie Tales VHS with the shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine.
Haha.
Where's Krish?
Ugh.
Wasn't he with you?
Uh,
You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt into his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resistant. Mary tips her glass to me.
Ah.
It's my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth.
Come on.
I have squeezed out 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me the favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine.
yeah.
Mary.
Oh?
Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucian, have I introduced you to Zorn yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever.
Huh.
That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christian, may I have a veggie burger, sir?
Oh.
Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yup. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era, vegetarians, they described the carnivorous type of people as blood lovers? Kind of like me. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks up from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo?
Yeah.
Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? What? Lucian pulls back some rubber band bracelets revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian? We'll talk about this later.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. What's the significance of that tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick.
Oh.
Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Yo-ho and a bottle of rum. He was a sailor, you know, and rum. Alright, I think it's time to talk to Matt and Hugo and Craig. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't know if it's fair to try and compare 2 art movements like that. Periods in the art only existed because they are a unique byproduct of social and political climate and place, and try to make something like, say, the Rococo period, and compare it to postmodernism in America. You're completely disregarding the context of which the art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. We're gonna stick with Craig. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How's the resistance training going the other day? Great! Little River here is a great cheerleader. Aren't you, Tiny, bro? Craig grabs River's hand and waves him around. You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry for pooping on you. She must be a handful at that age. Oh, they always are, dude.
Bro.
But it's so worth it. Craig grabs River's arm again and waves him around. Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How are you settling it? How are you settling it? Almost done. The new place is perfect. I never get too comfortable. I'm almost done. There are still a few odds and ends to take care of before I can really call myself settled, but I think we can upgrade the situation to livable. We did livable through the entirety of college, dude. Yeah, my goal was for Amanda to live in some sort of life that didn't involve eating a spoonful of ranch dressing as a palate cleanser between different types of pizza. Ugh. She still does, though. Hey, she takes after her dad, man. Zorn, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone here's been super friendly. Man, seems like your daughter's just fitting in fine. Matt points across the yard where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us.
Hey.
What is it, sweetie? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it.
Hey.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Hey.
Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Oh.
Hey, Zorn, this is my daughter. Hey, how you doing? I'm Carmesita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends.
Yeah.
Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend and, your teacher?
Ah.
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You're still going to get that... You're still going to get me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns moves from me. I'm very proud.
Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
What?
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go
Huh?
wide. Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking?
Oh.
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gun. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue before that, he actually burned down half the yard, man. And then he spread it on my lawn and burned down half my yard too. Hugo walks over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Zorn, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Ernest? Okay, I'm in 8th grade, God. What, are you happy now? I'm sure we're just dying to know. Yeah, good for you.
Oh.
Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest? Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to the corner. Well, that was certainly something. Also, I don't know about that voice. It just came for some reason. If you ever watch Camp, I'm thinking like Michael kind of deal where it's just like he's fighting everything. So we're going to try to do that, but yeah, I don't know. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. When he goes cottage, Jesus. As much as I would like to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritative dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think of my dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritative as you can get. Honestly, are any of us a cool dad? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hey, dude.
See, that right there, you can't say that.
I don't know.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be cool dads?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we become the machine we once raged against and accepted our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across to my daughter, Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. This is your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't always have the We can't always be the best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me in earnest.
Ah.
Our jobs as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. It'd be nice to have it both ways, though. Hearing you guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might be time when it comes we won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let it eat up your time, Zorn. Go talk to some of the other people from the neighborhood. And without further ado, let's do some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grilling I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time? You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He works faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side, one after another. The dads take notice and they crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this here, Zorn, but Joseph's known for his grillmanship. He's unbelievable.
Bro.
I've been trying to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. I'm gonna run out of badunchins in a minute. Mustard, we always talk about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist?
Hey.
I've never seen him miss a mistake.
Ah.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop! All the children at the party boo in the glorious display of puns in unison. All right, guys, the food is ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Fix my hair. It's kind of nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. It totally helps when you're a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're just happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the other kids. If she decides to get in the babysitting game, she really may make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it. If you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Camarista and those weird twins. I think they really wanted her soul. Alright. Well, guys, I know this is a lot longer than the other episode, but I figured, let's get this done, let's get this moving. I finally got time to sit down and record it. And I don't know how long this game is. Again, I've seen, people go as much as 20 parts. I've seen people go as many as 3. I've seen one person go for 3 hours. So I just wanted to basically sit down again and finish this. I'm having a lot of fun, in all honesty. I know I make weird comments and shit like that, but, again, it's great, and I really love it. So, I just want to say, as usual, thank you for watching, and as always, enjoy the show.